Today, we're digging into something that feels, well, potentially massive. A real shift in how we use technology every day.
Yeah, we're talking about the smartphone. That device pretty much everyone has. Could it actually be on the way up?
Exactly. There's a lot of buzz around a potential team up. Think ChatGPT's creators, OpenAI, and Jony Ive, the design legend from Apple.
And we're going to explore what that might mean. Are we looking at a future without that familiar glass rectangle in our pockets?
Okay, so let's set the scene a bit. Smartphones. I mean, for a while now, the new models, they're better, sure, but groundbreaking.
It feels like we've hit a bit of a plateau, doesn't it? The core design, the slab, it's kind of optimized.
Yeah, and that leads to this feeling, you hear it a lot, like, do I really need to upgrade this year? The new ones don't feel radically different.
That's a really key point. That lack of compelling must-have change. It creates an opening, for something new.
And, well, if you're talking about shaking things up in tech design, Jony Ive's name comes up pretty fast.
Oh, absolutely. His impact at Apple, working alongside Steve Jobs, it was immense.
You think about the iMac, iPod, iPhone, these weren't just functional. They had this connection with the user, an emotional thing almost.
Right. His whole philosophy was about making technology feel natural, intuitive, like an extension of yourself, not just a tool.
And then he left Apple, started his own firm, always pushing, it seems.
Seems like it. So you have this sort of stagnation in phones, and you have Ive looking for the next thing.
And then you throw OpenAI into the mix. This is where it gets really interesting.
Okay, so the reports are saying OpenAI and Ive's company, they've been collaborating for about 2 years now.
2 years? Wow. And the goal seems to be a totally new kind of device powered by AI.
Yeah, and the thinking seems to be that OpenAI feels, well, a bit constrained by Android and iOS, by the current phone ecosystems.
Right, like their AI is capable of more, but the phones themselves, the way they work now, kind of hold it back.
Exactly. If you want a truly advanced AI agent, something really integrated into your life, maybe you need different hardware. Hardware designed for AI from the ground up.
That makes sense. They want to control the whole experience, hardware and software.
And it seems serious because OpenAI actually acquired an all-stock deal, apparently.
That's a huge vote of confidence in Ive, isn't it? It shows how much they value his expertise in actually building these things, integrating everything.
It really signals their ambition. It's not just about the AI models, it's about shaping the device that delivers the AI. Hardware is key to their future, it seems.
So this naturally leads to the big question, is this the iPhone killer? Are we talking about the end of the smartphone era as we know it?
It's definitely leaning that way. People are referencing the original iPhone moment, when multi-touch and that design just changed everything.
Could OpenAI and Ive create that kind of disruption, but for AI, a whole new paradigm?
That seems to be the gamble.
Wow.
And the shape it might take. Well, maybe not a phone at all.
Like a voice-first device. That idea keeps coming up.
Yeah, imagine something that's always listening, understanding context, helping you proactively. Less a tool you pull out, more like an intelligent companion.
Like Iron Man's Jarvis, maybe. That kind of seamless assistance.
Maybe not quite Jarvis yet, but something in that direction. A smart friend, perhaps?
But what does it look like? Earbuds, something else wearable?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Though realistically, most think we'll probably still need a screen sometimes. And a camera.
Yeah, you can't do everything with voice. Some tasks just need visual.
Right. So maybe it's not screenless, but the primary interaction shifts. Voice and AI take the lead. The screen supports them.
Okay, but why OpenAI and Ive? Why not the current giants? Let's take Google. They have amazing AI, tons of data.
They do, but their hardware, like the Pixel phones, they haven't really captured the market like Apple has. Good phones, but not dominant.
And Android is so fragmented, right? It runs on so many different phones from different companies. Hard to get that perfect AI integration across all of them.
Exactly. Google doesn't have that end-to-end control Apple has. Plus, AI is just one part of Google's huge business. Their money comes from search and ads. Disrupting the phone might conflict with that.
Interesting point. Okay, so what about Apple then? They do have the hardware, the distribution, the loyal fans.
They definitely have those advantages.
Yeah.
But the discussion suggests maybe they lack a really strong AI identity right now. And maybe that Jobs' Ive revolutionary spark isn't quite there anymore.
Yeah, people point to things like The Vision Pro may be struggling a bit. It shows launching truly new things is hard.
It is, and maybe Apple's AI approach has been a bit more cautious compared to OpenAI, who are all in.
Which brings us back to OpenAI. For them, AI isn't just a product, it's the product.
Precisely. So controlling the hardware makes perfect strategic sense for them. As AI gets more common, maybe even commoditized, the unique device, the unique experience becomes their edge.
Okay, makes sense. But can Jony Ive still deliver that kind of magic? He's in his 60s now. Can he repeat the success of the iPhone, MacBook Air, AirPods?
That's fair to ask. But his talent wasn't just aesthetics, was it? It was understanding the whole system, supply chain, engineering, software, hardware, and making them work together beautifully.
Right, the whole package. Sam Altman apparently called him the most densest form of talent, or something like that. High praise.
He commands immense respect. His track record speaks for itself. So while it's a challenge, you wouldn't bet against him easily.
So, timeline-wise, what are we thinking? When might we see this shift happen?
Well, the suggestion is the decline of the traditional smartphone might have sort of already begun, quietly.
But a mainstream replacement, that takes time.
Yeah, maybe 5 or 6 years for something really new to take hold widely. See, shifts are usually gradual than sudden.
But the wheels are definitely in motion. This OpenAI of collaboration feels like a major signal.
It really does. It suggests the way we interact with technology might be heading for a fundamental change. Less tapping on glass, maybe.
So the main takeaway here, this isn't just about a potential new gadget. It's about a potential paradigm shift, moving towards a future where AI is woven much more deeply, more intuitively into our lives.
Exactly. A move away from the current smartphone model towards something more aware, more proactive.
Which leaves you, listening to this, with something to think about. If this AI-powered future arrives, what part of your digital life changes the most? What does that interaction look like?
And how might that change how we connect, not just with tech, but with each other? It's definitely a fascinating future to ponder.
Absolutely. Thanks for taking this deep dive with us today.